Okay, so we've got a bit of an update on little calf that I stomach tubed earlier. Went over to my dad's and had picked up a lunch actually my brother had got for me, and came back and gave her the last of the bag or the milk that I had. This stuff in the stomach tube. And I went down there about half an hour ago and she wasn't looking much better. But I thought, you know what, I'll just see if I can stand her up. I got her up on her legs, so she's up. And put my hand in her mouth and she was quite happy to suck my fingers. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and do another dose now, a warmer dose, and see if we can get her to actually take it from the bottle properly. Now, if I can keep her up, I'm kind of hoping that she'll take this, it'll sort her out, and then she can get back on mum's milk again. So yeah, all may not yet be lost. Although in saying that, I've been here before with lambs, and you think you've got it, and you think you've saved it, and you've done everything you can, and then you go down next morning and the blimmin' thing dies anyway. So, but then this is a calf, not a lamb. So calves, I have found, have a bit more will to live, I hope. Okay. Hopefully, tomorrow morning, we're going to go down the shed and find her up and back on her mother properly. That would be the best result. Still looks like chocolate milk. Doesn't smell like chocolate milk though. And go and feed you. So the jug, this is mine. We had this, bought this some time ago. I don't actually know if we've ever actually used this jug before. We bought it as a, well, we better have one just in case. And I would have used it earlier today, but she was just too weak. I don't think she would have taken it. So, right, we're going to go down and see if we can give her that. Okay, well, she's still standing. So, and it appears she's turned around as well. So that's good. Right, we're going to give her some of this just to help her out a bit. Mum's going to have to come back out because I think she'll try to interfere with me. Go on, Mum. Out you go. Good girl. Out you go. Good girl. And we'll see if we can give little Lanier a drinky. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Right. Take it back. Let's have a go at this. Okay. There you go. I know it doesn't taste like Mum's milk. She says it's not very nice, is it? Doesn't taste right. If you don't suck it, I'm going to have to put it in and tube you. You didn't like that, did you? Honey? Your eyes are looking a bit sunk there. Come on, you need to hydrate. Come on. Good girl. Come on. It may not taste quite right, but it will do you good, honestly. It's good stuff. So I've got to keep her nose in the air, got to keep her head up. You might wonder why I'm holding her chin up. I got to make sure that this stuff goes in the right stomach. We do not want it going into the rumen. It's got to bypass the rumen. It's got to go, well, more or less right to the back actually, because if this gets into the rumen, it can ferment and make her quite poorly. No. Is it going to be a tube job, is it? Hey? Don't lean on me because you'll fall over. You've not had enough, but I'm just glad she's up. Yes, that's your baby. Okay, let's try it once more. Not keen, are you? No, don't sit down. Don't sit down. Oh, come on, you've got to stand up. No, stand up. Stand up. Ugh. Stand up. Up you come. Okay. I think we're going to go back and get the bag and we'll tube her. So, yeah, it's going to be quicker and easier. Okay, right. Let's have the lid off of there. That can go like that. What I'll do is I'm going to dip the end of this in there because if anything it will help to lubricate it a bit as well. Alright, darling. Okay. 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 There you go, darling. Right, that's not all of it. Like I said before, she's only a little lady. I don't want to overdo it. So I've given her sort of half. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down later on and I will give her the other half. I can take this out the house and keep it warm. So, but she's at least got some energy for her body to... I think I might have to go and buy myself some little calf coats. So, never ever needed one before, but maybe I'll get a couple just to... Okay. All right, darling. Right. Well, the main thing is she's up. She's still pretty poorly. If you look at her ears are all down. She's not happy at all. But yeah. Tonight will tell. So like I say, I'll give her the rest of this later on. Probably about 11 o'clock before I go to bed. And then hopefully in the morning, she'll be up and about. I hope. I'd like to see her ears come back up. I just want to see these little fellas come up again. Okay. All right, Mum. Come on, you lot. Go on, hop it. Hop it. Mum, you can go in. There you go. Good girl. So that's it. Talk to your baby, and I'll come back down and see you both later on. Okay? Okay. All right. I'll look after her, don't worry. Best I can. It is still a bit 50-50, but this morning when I got her in here, I kind of thought there was no way she was going to survive. That the fact that she's actually on her feet is a bonus. I'm hoping that litre of grub I've just given her is all, like so, full of electrolytes, full of everything she needs. I'm hoping that's going to get her going, and if she can just get a feed off her mum, that would be what I would like to see. If I could see that before I go to bed, I'd be really happy. I might even set an alarm to come down early hours of the morning, 3-4 o'clock, just to check on her again. But I don't have any more feed other than what we've got in there. That's all I've got for tonight. Hello, Grumpy. Yeah, I know. Not touching your calf. Right, okay. We'll leave him in peace. Let's we'll come back down in an hour or so and see how we're getting on. Hey, never a dull moment, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. All right. Well, put two just at one side to me, and I will come and pick them up in a minute. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Right. So just ring our vets. I want to, because I've got a couple of these off my neighbour. I need to replace those today, and just also, I didn't know if they supplied them or not. I want a couple of calf jackets for our Dexters for the calves. I just said, do you supply calf jackets? She goes, yeah, but we're having some trouble getting them at the moment. She said, what size do I said, I want really small ones for really small calf. Oh, we've got small ones. So, brilliant. So we're going to shoot down the vets. I've just been down to see little calf. She's obviously been up and about because she's in a different place to where I left her last night. I left her all covered in hay and cosy. So she's obviously been up and around. I'm hoping she's had something to eat from her mum. But we're going to shoot down the vets, get a couple of these for me and a couple to replace for my neighbours, because it was very good of them to let me have them yesterday. And we're going to buy a couple of calf jackets that, well, I can put one on that one, and should I get another poorly calf, it never happens. It's one of those things. I'll put this jacket on that calf, and providing it survives everything else, I may never ever use it again. That would be a good thing. But, you know, if I've got a couple, well, then I've got them now. So, right, we are off to the vets. Turn that off, get rid of that, shut that down. You can go. Come on. In you go. Right, okay, that's reduced them. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we had a bit of confusion on the job where the guys are working. There was a couple of big trees that I didn't think the client wanted to do, and it turns out they did because I didn't quote for them. So I've had to just clarify, do you want them done? And they basically said, yeah, get on and do it and send me the quote afterwards. That's what you can do when your client trusts you. And just before that, I've had a message from, do you remember the other day I took our log splitter wedge in for repair to the local engineer? I mean, I didn't use our usual engineer because I was going the wrong way. So I went to another one, and actually it's paid off, because not only has he done it faster, it was £10 cheaper than last time. So happy days. Well, providing it works. But it is an engineer, so that's what he does. He welds and drills and taps and creates and makes things. So some steel. I'm on my way to the vets where Abby works. She is putting up my order, which is 2 calf coats, small, and 8 sachets of calf milk replacer, but with the extra electrolytes. Basically, it's like what I gave the calf yesterday. So 2 packets I've got to replace to give back to my neighbours because they let me have 2. So I'm going to replace those, and 4 packets we're going to put in stock. It is quite possible that we may never use those 4 packets, because the last time I bought a box full of them and we ended up chucking it away because I think they were 2010 date on it. So they were like 11, 12 years old. Never used them. So I'm only going to buy 4 packets. We'll put them back in the cupboard at the house where that sort of stuff lives, and I've got it if I need it. So basically 4 sachets for me is enough to keep me going for a day. So if it was to happen on a Sunday again, I've got enough, and then some, that I could do maybe even 2 calves, just about. They're really small. Did you see a pussycat? Did you? Yes. Anyway, we have arrived. Right, milk replacer. Special milk replacer. Calf jacket. Another calf jacket. Pre-warmed as well. Right. Abby got one of them out of the packet to show me. I mean, these are the small jackets. They're still going to be plenty big enough for our little calves, which probably get swamped in there. So we're going to go back now and sort the calf out first, put a jacket on her, make sure she's all right, and be handy to see if she's managed to suck mum. That's what we would like. And then I'm going to take up 2 of those sachets to my neighbour to replace them and say thank you. And then we're going to shoot to Wickwar and pick up the splitter wedge for the log splitter. That'll please the guys. And then we'll do normal jobs. We'll get back into the usual routine. Might actually start with breakfast after that. What's time? 9:15. Sometimes I just skip breakfast and I end up with brunch. That's what happened yesterday, brunch. It is what it is. The calf's moved again, so I'm kind of hoping she still looks quite full, and she could do with a bit of clean bedding in there too. So, but you're going to have to come out of there while I'm fitting this, because you're going to be in my way. Go on, go on. There you go. Good girl. How are we feeling this morning, Missy? Ears are still down a bit, aren't you? But you do at least feel warm. Yeah. Right, okay. I got a present for you. Look at that. Yeah, you're going to be swamped in there a bit, but at least you'll be warm. You really need to get up. But while you're there, we'll have that through there, over the top. Okay, and that can go over there. Right, come on, stood up. Stand up. Stand up. Come here. Don't go wandering off. Okay. Let's have a little bit more length on that. That surprises me. I thought this would be too big for you, but do you know what? Nope, no, come here. I could do with being a little bit longer as well. Come here, come here. Right, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Actually, I reckon that's not far off right. I could do with having a bit of a clean it in here, so That lot are gonna have to get thrown out for a minute, because this definitely wants cleaning out. Yeah, we've got a little tremble on, hey? Right, okay. Might actually put her in next door for a minute while I clean this one out. Come on, Tiddler. No, let's go that way. This way. Up there. Go on. Up you go. In there. In you go. Mum can come back in this side. No, that's just awkward. Get out. Get out. Get out. Out. No, get out. Out. Go on. Out. Here, Mum. In you go. Right. She'd be okay in there for a minute. Let's chuck the rest of these lot out. Go on. Get out of it. Get back. Get back. Right, you little horrors. Go on. Out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go on. Go on. Out. Get out. Out. That's what I want to see. Calf is on Mum. Calf is feeding off Mum. So, yesterday morning, I gave her a 25% chance of survival. Yesterday afternoon, I gave her a 50% chance of survival. This morning, I reckon we're up on 85, 90% chance of survival. So with the jacket and the fact that she's now feeding off of her mum herself, I'm feeling a lot more positive about it. Much more positive. Nobody likes losing a calf or any livestock, and I feel a little bit guilty about that fella because I missed her on my morning rounds. I missed her led out underneath the rack there because I didn't count the calves. I mean, it's quite difficult to count the calves in amongst that lot. No excuse. I should have been paying more attention. She shouldn't have got in that state, but I was thinking about visiting my missus rather than what I should have been doing, really. So, okay, right, we'll clear that shed out. She can stay in there for a couple of hours. I'll give her some water because there's no water in that shed, no mains water. So I'll put some water in that bucket. She can have that in a second. Right now, I'm quite happy for her to stand there and let her calf feed. I think she's probably going to stay shut in for a couple of days until I think that calf is up to strength, and then she can go back out again. But I reckon the jacket may well stay on that little girl for a week, maybe even 10 days, because it is forecast to be cold. Gosh, she's made a mess in here. She's a bit loose on her poo as well. Now, that may have something to do with the fact that she's not long calved, because she's on dry grub. Or it may also have something to do with the fact that she's been, maybe, because the calf's been a bit squitty, she's probably been cleaning the calf up. She may have ingested some of its poo, so she's in good health, but she's just a bit runny. Or maybe she's just really thirsty and keeps drinking. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just happy that the calf's up and about. Can get up and down by itself now, because this time yesterday morning he was 80% dead. So yeah, again, much thanks to my neighbours for letting me borrow their stomach tube, because I can't find mine. I got a funny feeling, I think it's here somewhere, but because we haven't used it for so long and we've moved stuff around a bit, It's obviously been put somewhere very safe where I can't find it. Anyway, all's well that ends well so far. Fingers crossed, she, as in the little heifer calf, will be here for many more years to come. Number 195, isn't it? 195. Remember that number. Maybe in 10 years' time, we'll be talking about one of her calves. Would you stop digging holes, you old bugger? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this out of here. I'm going to leave her in there. The middle of the floor here is pretty wet, so I'm going to let this dry out. I'll disinfect it this afternoon, and then we'll give it some fresh bed. It's the tractor polishing man.
Good morning, mate. How are we?
Oh, not too bad. And yourself?
Yeah, you sound like you got the Monday blues as well.
No, well, I've had a poorly calf, which I think I've managed to sort out now. I'm just mucking out calf loose boxes, which is always great fun.
Yeah.
You ready for your second bag of logs?
Yes, please, mate. Up at my place.
Your place.
House.
Yeah. I will see if I can do that later today if I can. Are you about today?
I'll be home about 1 o'clock, I expect.
I'll see what I can do. I won't make any promises to be there at 1 o'clock, but I'll see what I can do.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Ian.
All right, mate. I'll see you later.
Cheers, buddy.
All right. Bye. Bye-bye. Right. That should all work in all right. 1 o'clock. I would look on my watch, but I broke the strap. So I won't.